to Weekly Briefing. We are here with our panel of experts. Joining me in studio, Terry Schilling, the Executive Director of the American Principles Project, Dr. Shay Bradley Farrell, President of Counterpoint Institute for Policy, Research, and Education, Chris Farrell, Director of Investigations at Judicial Watch and author of Exiled Emissary George Earl III, and John Hines, One American News D.C. Bureau Chief. Joe Biden gave his first State of the Union address this week, and most of it focused on solving problems that he himself created, such as rising costs, fighting crime, and securing our border.
One way to fight inflation is to drive down wages and make Americans poorer. I think I have a better idea to fight inflation. Lower your costs, not your wages. Tonight, I can announce the United States has worked with 30 other countries to release 60 million barrels of oil from reserves around the world. America will lead that effort, releasing 30 million barrels of our own strategic petroleum reserve. And we stand ready to do more if necessary, united with our allies. We should all agree the answer is not to defund the police, it's to fund the police. Fund them. Fund them. We need to secure our border and fix the immigration system.
Where do we begin, Chris?
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, we must secure our border.
The irony is rich, and just that photo frame is terrifying. That's the leadership of the United States of America. Two octogenarians who have various personality disorders and twitches, and another woman who incessantly giggles and embarrasses herself on the world stage. Aside from that happy news, he created each of the problems he talked about. We want to continue to drive down wages, keep having illegal immigration pour across the border.
And rising oil costs.
That is correct.
The costs are rising because he's in office.
And when you have a 40-year high of 7, 8, 9% inflation, that's a 7, 8, 9% pay cut. Remember, inflation means pay cut. That's what it really means. And for him to stand up there and talk about securing the borders is just an open insult to the American people. It's disgusting.
Well, that's interesting. You make the point that my reaction to those clips, and John, I'm curious your reaction, but I thought he thinks we're stupid because he's clearly contradicting his own policies and practices and just hoping Americans don't catch it.
Christina, it's spin. It's political
like
spin.
Directly opposite, though. Like talking about championing the police.
Well, we are in an Orwellian world now, I think. That's what it is. And he's talking about security of the border. He's talking about funding the police. Now, there's a good idea. What do you think about that, Chris?
War is peace, ignorance is strength.
Exactly.
Freedom is slavery.
And so what's amazing is he's uttering these platitudes and he's doing the opposite. And this really is 1984 all over again.